All right, guys, the last game of the week is the saving the best for last. Last but definitely not least, the Denver Broncos at your six-time Super Bowl champion New England Patriots. The Patriots are favored by 3.5 points, and the over-under is 40.5. Yeah, so the Patriots are favored by 3.5. The over-under is 40.5, like I said, and so that one we're betting the over for sure. Bet the over with confidence here. Even if Cam Newton's not back, that's a low over-under. I think that no matter what, will go over here, even if it's, I guess not that easy. I could see it being kind of like 21-18 and you just missing it or some. But I think you could bet the over there. Just grow some hair on the. I was gonna say something bad. Just have some confidence and bet the over there, because the chances are they go over 40.5. I think it'll be somewhere like 28, 24-ish at least. So then you're well over at 52. See how quick I did that math? Anyways, I don't know. Anyways, so the Patriots are favored by 3.5 here. I don't know for sure is Cam Newton going to play. I think he's on the fence with it. I think either way here, though, I like the Patriots to cover by more than 3.5 here. I think that's almost an insult to the Patriots, how poorly the Broncos have been playing, The Broncos were kind of a disappointment to me because I thought they would be a kind of a breakout surprise team this year when going into the season, before the injuries. I really like Drew Lock. I still like Drew Lock. I think he's their quarterback, their franchise quarterback, their quarterback of the future. They'll end up paying him big. I think Drew Lock, he could win a Super Bowl in his career. Like, he's a good quarterback too. He's going to develop into a great quarterback. I don't know about Hall of Fame numbers, but he's a good quarterback, big arm, and he's only going to get better. He seems to be smart with the game, intellectual type guy, not like the fast. He just is a solid, good passer, has good accuracy, and he can make all the throws he needs to. And I liked Noah Fant a lot. He's a rookie last year. It's his second year, young tight end, athletic guy, one of those athletic tight ends that are fast, that could almost be a wide receiver, but, are just too big, but can catch the ball and are great. I really like Noah Fant. I said he was going to break out this year, and he has been. He's done just that. I actually should trade it. I never got to get him in my season long. And I'm disappointed. Not in any of the 4 leagues I play, I didn't get Noah Fant. I've got to trade for him because I think Noah Fant's only going to get better with time, and he's just going to get better this season. And I expect him to have a big game here with Stephon Gilmore is out. I know that, so I know for sure he's going to be out. So we might be, is it for sure, actually? I think so, so I think, Drew Lock loves throwing to Noah Fant, so I think that happens, but, wait, no, Drew Lock's injured. Oh my God, that's what I was saying. Like, I believed in the Broncos. I thought with Drew Lock, with Noah Fant, they got Melvin Gordon and the Phillip Lindsay, and, I liked Cortland Sutton, and I liked them drafting Jerry Jeudy. I thought the Broncos were going to be this sneaky good team. They got a good defense. They got Von Miller, all that. But then the injuries started happening. It started with Von Miller. He's out for the season. And then, you got Drew Lock. Is Drew Lock out for the season too, or just some months? Whatever, he gets injured. Cortland Sutton's out for the season. Phillip Lindsay's out with turf toe or some shit. I mean, everyone's out. There's even more than I'm forgetting, I know. Who am I? I feel like there's definitely more, but that's enough right there. Your starting quarterback, your best, Hall of Fame All-Star defensive player, your fast, pass catching running back goes out, and your breakout young wide receiver, your number one wide receiver is out. Like, how many more, all your skill positions and that score points, you got injuries in, and that's like, the Giants losing Saquon, and maybe not that important, but it's like a McCaffrey, a Saquon, all these important guys going out. It does damage. You can't score points anymore. So without Cortland Sutton and Drew Lock, how are the Broncos going to score too much anymore? So I just think that's, in the end, even if please don't play Brian Hoyer again either. If Cam Newton can't play and he is out, please don't play Brian Hoyer. He's like 46, and he hasn't been good for the last 20 years. Maybe not 20 years, but he's very old. He's like my dad's age, and he freaking throws like, probably can't see that far down the field. He's throwing picks like crazy. He's not young anymore. Let's just say that. Yeah, he's got experience, and his intellectual, I hate that experience. He's got experience is just a nicer, better way to say he's old. He's old as fuck. So, to play Jarrett Stidham, he's not going to get better by sitting on the sidelines. Like I said, he's not getting better by sitting down and wearing a hat. He needs to practice, get some experience in the game, some real game time experience. If you ever plan on using him in the future, I don't know why we would. Now that we have Cam, we should have Cam retire as a New England Patriot and maybe go into the Hall of Fame as a Patriot. I don't know if he would as a Carolina or New England if he ended up playing in New England the rest of his career, a good 5-6 more seasons, or I don't know how many more seasons Cam will play, at least that, I think. How old is Cam? I don't know. He's actually pretty young. He's probably more than 6 seasons, so he might retire as a Patriot, hopefully, and go down as more a Patriot than even a Panther. I'd like that now. I like this new Patriots, team with Cam Newton, and I think, we're kind of staying under the radar if that's possible for New England, and I think we're going to be a threat in the Super Bowl race. I'm not saying we're going to make it to the Super Bowl definitely, but you should book it. No, I mean, we're going to be a threat, a team you don't want to see in the playoffs. You definitely don't want to see a Cam Newton healthy Patriots team in the playoffs, and we're going to just be a tough out. We're going to be a threat in the especially in the AFC. So I think the Patriots, no matter what, we're going to cover this one healthily. Bet the over. Bet us to win and cover 3.5 for sure. That's an insult, especially with who are the Broncos? Is Jeff Driscoll still playing, or is it Brett Rypien? Brett Orange Rypien? Apple Rypien? Get it? Ripe? Anyways, I've been thinking about not being a comedian, I know, but give me another chance. Let me work on it. Practice makes perfect, guys. I'll get there. I'm a little rusty. I haven't been doing stand-up sets. I'm starting at the end of this month. Just give me time. We'll work it out together. Anyways, yeah, who is it? Jeff Driscoll, Rypien. I think Driscoll got injured after Locke got injured. I think it is Brett Rypien or something. Or maybe they signed the waiter at CVS. I just said the waiter at CVS. Whatever, the cash register guy at CVS. They might have just signed him from down the street. I don't know. I don't know who's their quarterback anymore, but he's not going to beat the Patriots no matter what. We still have Bill Belichick out there. I know he's not throwing the ball or setting blocks, but he would be great at it if he did. But Belichick can still manage a game, and I think with Jarrett Stidham, I think he's gonna, if he's been getting first team reps all week, and I think he'll do well. He'll improve already, and like Belichick will put him in a situation so he can win. And I like him to have a good game, and the Patriots definitely to win and cover. I would say N'Keal Harry was my breakout guy. I thought that last week, but in the week before I bet on Julian Edelman, but missed that one. But this Daniel Byrd is your value pick of the week for the New England Patriots. He's the wide receiver. I believe it's Daniel, but B-Y-R-D is his last name, not like Bird, Larry Bird, and the Flying Bird. Byrd, like BYRD. Daniel Byrd for the Patriots. If you need a cheap wide receiver, like I bet he's going dirt cheap in daily fantasy, and he'll be a great value pick. He had like 8 catches for 80 yards last week. Big 16-point game. I think he even scored a touchdown. He had a big game last week, kind of out of nowhere. He was like the 3rd string, but apparently he's been stepping it up in practice, and because he seemed like the first receiver last week. And when Belichick likes someone, he's going to play them, keep playing them. He doesn't care how long they've been playing the game, what their name is, what they do, what their ethnicity. He don't care about anything. Your religious preferences, political, he doesn't care. As long as you can get out there, get open, and catch a ball, that's all Belichick cares about. And apparently he likes Daniel Byrd, and he's playing him. So I think it's not like the running backs. I know the running back committee for the Patriots is confusing, but for wide receivers, when he likes one, they play. So Daniel Byrd, get him in daily fantasy. He is a definite value pick. He's going to be as cheap as possible, I bet, and still get you high teen, like 18 points-ish, maybe even 20 this week. I really like Daniel Byrd to build on last week and keep going up. It won't be a fluke, a one-time thing, a one-hit wonder or whatever. No, I think he'll build on it and show he's here to stay, and he'll only get better. He'll have an even better game than last week, I think. I think he'll really go up and have a huge game here. So Daniel Byrd is definitely my sleeper of all sleepers this week. Pick him up for really cheap and beat your friends with that. That's what you come here for. That's why you watch this. I give you the gems, I tee them up, and you knock them out of the park. So, yeah, Daniel Byrd. Sony Michel got injured. The running backs really, like Rex Burkhead sometimes sneaks in and has a good game. But I like James White to really come back and have this. Damian Harris is also our early down running back. He will get you some points too now. He's fully in there as the early down guy. James White is fully the passing downs guy, 3rd down, passing down. So I like James White in daily fantasy PPR leagues. I like James White this week to have a big game. Think about it. If Jared Stidham's in there, who's, he's going to be dumping off to the running back or handing the ball off a lot. He's going to throw a lot of dump-off passes when he looks around. No one's open, or he's too nervous to throw it in there. He doesn't want to fit it in a tight hole. So he just will throw the dump off the pass to the James White and the flat, the running back, all day. So I think James White's going to have a lot of receptions here, a good amount of yards and maybe score. But no matter what, in a PPR league, he's going to have a ton of receptions. Expect a big game out of James White. And Damian Harris, our early down running back guy, I think with everyone being injured, Sony Michel, everyone now, Damian Harris solidly has that running back. It's Damian Harris running, and then the passing, James White, and maybe some Rex Burkhead. So now that it's more set in stone than it ever has been, Damian Harris, I see him scoring a touchdown because they'll be at the goal line, and they might just stuff it in with Damian Harris. I expect him to score 1, if not 2 touchdowns. Damian Harris might also be really cheap in daily fantasy. He might be a great pickup too, so look for him. That's another value pick that you're going to score on, trust me. Damian Harris. James White will have a big game and is probably fairly cheap too, but Damian Harris, Daniel Byrd, 2 great sleepers there that I gave you on the Patriots. That's the way to end this week strong. So the 2 big sleepers there, Daniel Byrd, sleeper of the week, Damian Harris, value pick of the week, and James White. On the Broncos side, I always like Noah Fant. If you're not down on the Noah Fant train, bandwagon, whatever, come on board with me. You can grab him at tight end, and he's going to score for you for sure. He probably catches a touchdown pass here and probably has, a good amount of receptions and like 44 yards, 6 receptions and a touchdown or some shit like that, 16-ish points, 17, 18, somewhere around there, 19, 20, 21, I don't know. Noah Fant's going to score some points. And that's it. I like Tim Patrick also. Tim Patrick, this week on the Broncos. I almost forgot about that. Tim Patrick is also a very great value pick of the week. I thought it was going to be KJ Hamler. I will admit, I was really psyched on KJ Hamler. I heard, that Driscoll and Hamler worked out together all summer and were really familiar with each other. He was going to be the surprise shock pick. And we had seen Tim Patrick was always the number 2, so he should have been the guy, and he was showing signs, having good games, that he was the guy. And he fully cemented it last week that it's actually Tim Patrick. He's the guy. He had a 21-point game last week, scored 1 or 2 touchdowns, I'm not sure. But he had over 100 yards again, I think. I think he's had over 100 twice now. And Tim Patrick, he just looked good in the game when catching the passes. He was getting open. He's fast. And he can catch, and they throw it to him. He gets a lot of targets. He's the number 1 guy with Cortland Sutton gone. So Tim Patrick also, that could almost be my sleeper of the week. A lot of good sleepers in this game specifically. But yeah, I'd get Tim Patrick probably still going for cheap because, he's on the Broncos, and who's even throwing him the ball? But I don't even know. Is it Ripien? I want to make another ripe joke, but yeah, Tim Patrick's probably still cheap, and he's going to score some big points. I think a little over 20 here, actually, 24, I'm going to say. 24, 26, 28. It's got to be even. But, yeah, Tim Patrick, or 30. I don't know if I like him that much, but Tim Patrick's going to have a big day, so yeah, expect Tim Patrick. I expect Melvin Gordon to be used a lot. I don't know if Phil Lindsay's back yet or not, but Melvin Gordon, every time I've doubted him, which has been most weeks, he comes back and proves me wrong, of course, and has a huge day. He's quietly been having a huge, great season. He scored over 20 last week, 21, I think, 0.5 or something, and I see him, I think he's scored over 20 twice this year, but he never scores under 15, 14, so yeah, I think at the worst he gets a 12-point game, but yeah, Melvin Gordon I'd see getting another just quiet, almost 20-point game, so expect that. Melvin Gordon, I'm not even going to doubt him anymore. I'm going to say he's going to have a good game. So that might mean he'll have a terrible game. I don't know. But it's, that really informative NFL prediction show here, just saying I don't know. Well, no, yeah. But Melvin Gordon will have a good day, of course, like always, because he's just consistent and never, does anything spectacularly crazy. But he consistently scores high points in the low, high teens to low 20s, so I'll take that any day of the week, and he's probably not the most expensive, so don't be scared to draft Melvin Gordon, but definitely, or Noah Fant, but look at Tim Patrick for the Broncos. I'll research who the hell's throwing him the ball, if it's Apple Ripien, or if it's Driscoll, Jeff is his first name, or what, or who, or is it me? Maybe they'll call me, I don't know. But yeah, and on the Patriots side, Daniel Byrd, Damian Harris, James White has a big game. I don't know what Julian Edelman does. I can never predict him from one week to another. Has a great game, then has a terrible game, but he's just having too many terrible games, so I don't know. I can't trust him at the moment, especially with, I don't know if Cam's playing, but I expect the Patriots to win easily by more than 3.5, regardless if Cam is playing or not. If Cam is playing, I don't think there's any rust or anything. I think he has a huge week. It's the Broncos defense. They can't stop anyone, so expect him to have a huge week if he does come back. But yeah, either way, Patriots win. They cover the spread. They win big. Bet the Patriots to win and cover. Confidently, very confidently, put that ballot down with confidence and say, I'm betting on the Patriots, the New England 6-time Super Bowl winning champions, Patriots. That's who I'm betting on this week. Yeah, and slam that shit down. Boom. And bet the over like a man. All right, guys, thank you for watching this week. This has been KMaccTalks Sports, another week of game predictions against the spread and fantasy love-hate sleepers, all that matched into one. Thank you guys so much for watching. and supporting the channel. And get ready for my OnlyFans page. It will be just recovery and sports. It'll be recovery talks that I have, you know, on the YouTube. They're just coming over to OnlyFans, daily recovery talks, all that. And my sports picks every week, fantasy topics. So that's all it'll be, basically, is just recovery and sports. Like, just sports, fantasy knowledge, as much as you can, as much as I can give you. That's what I'm going to give you. And in recovery every single day, the best recovery videos. Believe me, it's going to be worth the $10 a month. Like, $10 is nothing for, you know, the content I'm going to give you. All the sport, the game picks alone and fantasy picks, you can win more than $10 off of that. You can make money off of the game picks and the fantasy picks. So, you know, for paying me $10, you can make a lot more money. So try my OnlyFans page. I'll let you know when it comes up officially. I'll give you a link and stuff. I'll keep you updated on all my social media. So, yeah, look out for that. Kevin, KMac McCarthy, KMaccTalks, OnlyFans page coming soon. This has been KMaccTalks Sports with my Week 5 predictions against the spread. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.